All right, guys, welcome back to Unimportant Viewpoint with Nate and Luke. So, what's up, man?
Oh, just making a TikTok while we do our podcast.
Yep. I see that as you awkwardly.
Yeah, I don't even know if I got my face in there.
Sorry,
we don't have a good setup right now, so.
Yeah,
maybe,
real.
Maybe one day.
So, what'd you do this week, man?
Just worked and became a general manager of a basketball league.
League?
Yeah, of a team in a basketball league. I was about
to say.
I had to set up.
I was like, you did the whole thing?
Dude, I had to recruit. I had to lock people in. I had to get deets. I had to get payments. I haven't even done that yet, but
I was about to say,
it's been a lot of work
because I haven't paid nothing.
You will
yet.
though, you best believe.
Oh, I will. That's fine.
But yeah, it's been a lot of work.
Yeah,
I'm like a full-fledged manager.
I literally might not play at all, but
because you're a baby.
We'll see.
I'm really worried that we're not going to have enough people half the time.
Well, I think I would probably play a decent amount if I can get to the eye doctor and get some contacts and stuff.
Yeah.
But my old eye doctor retired, and the new setup there, oh my lord, dude.
Terrible.
Jenna went, and it was horrible.
Yeah.
Like, horrible. Like, they didn't have the contacts that she usually wore in stock. So then they had her try a pair, and then she said, I don't like those. I want to just somehow go with my original ones. And they were like, hey, why don't you try these? And like they made it seem like she was coming in for her original contacts, and then she got there, it wasn't. It was a different trial of a different set. It was just a whole mess, man.
That sucks.
Like a whole mess.
And I don't go to the eye doctor.
So we're not going until.
Well, you need to get that figured out.
You don't need to go to the eye doctor, do you?
No, I should probably go every once in a while, but.
I mean, yeah, but like if you don't have to wear glasses or contacts, it's kind of not as.
I haven't been in the eye doctor since high school, probably.
Yeah. I mean, if you can see, it's not that big of a deal.
My doctor always says I have 20/20 vision. It was 20/15 for a minute, but now I'm getting old, and it's getting slightly worse.
This gets worse. They say that if you do wear contacts and stuff, or you have to have like contacts or glasses, that there is a point where your vision starts to improve. Like you get to a point where you stop getting worse, and then your vision will actually improve a little bit. Not a lot, but will improve a little.
That's neat.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. It's weird how the body works.
Science, man. Who would have thought?
Yep.
But yeah, that's about it.
But speaking of the TikTok that you're just doing.
I don't even want to talk about it because I'll get grumpy. So last week, I was like, ooh, it'd be funny if I just like recorded Luke while we do our little ending for our TikTok. Literally put no effort into it.
Yeah.
Zero.
I didn't even know you were doing it 100%.
Making a TikTok for our other videos is it's not a lot of work, but it's enough work where it's annoying.
Yeah.
So this one was just like, it took no time. It got like triple, double, whatever, the views of my other videos.
It was probably like quadruple.
At first I was hyped, like, wow, we're getting a lot of views. And then it was like, that's really annoying.
Yeah. I looked and it was 825.
Yep. It's really stupid.
When I just looked. Views.
It's great, but
and
it's
like
also trash.
Before that, I think the most we had was like 200 and
something. On our stupid golf videos.
Oh yeah, there was like 300 and something. Yeah.
So we just need.
But still, the golf videos were better than probably the one that
I know. Because the one I had, I was shaking the camera the whole time. Didn't know what I was doing.
And you had to like stop and then restart it so that you could actually catch the part you were wanting to catch. Because
imagine that, we talked too long. I was like, we're about to end. So we recorded 1 minute, and then like 2 minutes later, we finally
actually did it. Well, if I had known, I wouldn't have.
Yeah, you didn't
even know.
But
I didn't know you were doing it.
Yeah. So yeah, TikTok is really annoying to me. Also, in my real life, I haven't been on TikTok as much.
Yeah.
So I've been kind of trying to step back from TikTok.
Yeah.
Because it's too much for me.
I haven't been... I've only used that like phone locking thing like one time.
Yeah.
Because we've been busy every freaking weekend. So I'm like, I'm not hardly on my phone anyways.
I'm still on my phone. I'm just not on TikTok.
Yeah.
Although this week, I've been going to the gym a lot. Like a lot.
Yeah.
So when I get home, I'm too tired to do anything. So I'll just like, while I eat my dinner or whatever, I'll just TikTok and whatever. But I don't know. I'm gonna try to delete it at some, but I can't delete it because I have it for the podcast. So I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's not terrible for you, but it's also I could be doing other things.
I think it's just learning how to not be like in it. You know what I mean? All the time. I mean, I don't feel like I don't really use it that much. Like I will. So like I'll like get on it. Say I'm like bored.
Yeah.
I'll get on it and I'll be on it for like 10, 15 minutes just scrolling videos.
Yeah.
But then like I won't get on it for a while again after that.
That's kind of how
I don't feel like I overdo it.
My problem is I'll do it and then I'll get sucked in and then like 20, 30 minutes will go by. I'm like, well, I just wasted half an hour of my free time that I don't have. Like, it's terrible.
Yeah.
But I do like sending videos back and forth with my friends.
Yeah.
I only got like 3, so like it's not very many. But I haven't been doing that, so I'll check TikTok and I'll have like 50, 60 messages. I'm like, oh my gosh. And then I'm overwhelmed because like I need to catch up on these.
Dude,
it's really a lot.
That's what Caden sends me a bunch of stuff on Facebook Messenger.
Yeah.
And like when I'll get the notification, I don't have enough time to watch it, so I'll like open the message and see it, and then I'll be like, I don't have time to watch this.
I do that a lot on accident.
Empty it out, or like I'll clear it out. But then like I'll have like a bunch of videos to watch.
Yeah.
And so then I'm like trying to catch up.
It's
and he'll
stressful.
like mention something, and I'll be like, dude, I haven't watched that yet.
Bro, I know. I do the same thing. I do it with some of your videos, and I feel bad.
It's all right.
But it's like, oh my gosh, I hate having notifications. So I need to clear it, but I'm like also need to watch it. Oh, you'll get in trouble for that.
Whatever, it was stuck to my
Luke stole something
leg.
from
from
the unnamed workplace.
It was stuck to my leg.
I'm telling. You're gonna get fired.
Do you know how many of these things are stuck on random people's stuff?
If you're from our place of work, don't listen. I've stolen so many little bullshit things from that place. I wash them all the time. I'll get in my washer. I'll just have little things everywhere. I'll scatter throughout of it.
That's not stealing. You're not intentionally.
But
you're not intentionally.
It's in my
taking
pockets. Yeah, but I am though.
Yeah, but that's different. I don't think that's what they.
I don't know,
are
man.
Worried about.
They probably would though.
People accidentally. You know how many people accidentally take random crap home like this? Like, what are you going to use this for? Like, nothing.
I don't know, but that probably cost them a lot of money.
Yeah, whatever. It didn't cost them shit. Pennies.
They got money anyway.
Yeah, they're fine.
Hoes.
They'll be fine. We had that Halloween party last weekend to get off of talking about work.
Yeah, because that place sucks.
And dude, her uncle was like pretty drunk.
Hell yeah.
I told him I was like, man, you're gonna wake up in the morning on the kitchen floor, and he's like, wouldn't be the first time.
Oh, won't be the last either.
No, probably not. But there was like these 2 younger couples that showed up. Like, I mean, it wasn't late, but it was like after the party already started. And dude, when they showed up, they were trashed already.
Oh my god,
the dudes were, and I'm like, who pre-games a Halloween party?
People are wild.
Like, I get pre-gaming like a concert, like where you're gonna have to pay for alcohol, but why are you pre-gaming a event where you can drink for basically free?
Yeah. And then like, I don't understand pre-gaming anymore anyway, because like, if I feel that good, I'm not gonna enjoy. I don't know. It's just too much for me now. If I pre-game, I just want to go home. Or stay home. Or wherever I'm pre-gaming, I'm just gonna stay there.
Nah.
I
get pre-gaming like a concert and stuff, because you don't want to have to like buy the alcohol there because it's expensive.
I don't want to show up Schwasted though. Like,
well, don't get wasted.
Schwasted.
Whatever Schwasted means, but
I don't even know.
Get to that level.
Well, I don't anymore.
Just know your limits, I guess. That's all I can say about it. But it was pretty fun.
That's good.
And then Thea, we found out, has allergies, and I bring that up because at the Halloween party, right as we were about to leave, Jenna was feeding her before we left, and she took her bottle, and I guess because she has so much phlegm and stuff, she ended up throwing up all over the couch, which luckily it was leather, so it was really easy to clean up, and then a little bit on Jenna's legs, like on her pants leg. So we got to enjoy that smell on the drive home.
Ugh, having kids is horrible.
And yesterday,
Oh my gosh.
Yesterday morning, Jenna's parents came to pick the kids up instead of me,
That's
instead of Jenna
convenient.
taking them because they had to go to Evansville for a doctor's appointment. And we gave her a bottle again, and she threw up all over me.
Ew.
Like, all over my chest and my arm, like, all over me. That's the third time my kids have thrown up all over me in, like, probably a year. Like, less than a year.
That's
like
why I don't have
within
children.
a year's time.
It's so gross.
Like, so Liam was sick. I don't remember when it was. But he was sick. And when he woke up, Jenna asked him what he wanted to eat. And he said yogurt. So she let him
Gross.
she let him eat yogurt
Gross.
and drink milk that morning.
Jenna.
And then I was holding him in the recliner because he felt bad, so I was just like holding him, and he started throwing up yogurt
So
and
nasty.
milk like all over me. I mean, that time he covered me.
That's
And then Thea's thrown up on me twice. And Jenna's been barely thrown up on
come on, Jenna.
one leg slightly. And she was like, it was all over my pants. And I'm like, that is not the same thing as what happened to me. I've been like coated in their throw up like 3 times in a year.
The more I
I'm
talk
like,
to you,
they want to just throw up on me, apparently. It's like their thing to do is just throw up on daddy.
you make me not want to have kids every time we talk.
Dude,
sounds
that's because I
awful.
bring up the stuff that's not as fun.
And that's all I need to hear. I'm
but-
good, bro.
I mean, that's fine.
Miss me on
not
that.
everybody's supposed. I mean, not everybody wants to or can even. You know what I mean? So like,
Yeah, I'm good.
but
You ain't throwing up on me. That's gross.
that the Liam time was gross, dude. Because you can imagine it was like all dairy products.
That's so.
It was yogurt and freaking milk. It was so bad, and he threw up so much. And I was just like taking I was willingly accepting all of it coming onto me because I didn't want it all over the recliner because it's cloth. So I was just like trying to like catch all of it.
I
You
would
know
have
what I
thrown.
mean?
Oh,
Which is a good thing it was me and not Jenna because I don't think she could handle it. Also, she definitely couldn't
also
handle it.
rude.
She couldn't. Like her stomach couldn't have handled that.
Mm-hmm.
But especially this last time when Thea threw up on me because Jenna's pregnant. So like
Oh well, yeah, that's fair.
all that smell
A
and
little
stuff.
sensitive anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, me and Thea had to jump in the shower this morning.
That
Or
sounds-
not this morning, but yesterday morning.
Oh, it's awful. There's not enough showers to wash that puke off. Oh my gosh,
But yeah, that happened.
gross.
And then I was looking at some NBA stats because it's finally NBA season. And did you see that my dude Cason Wallace had a hell of a game?
I barely know who that is.
The point guard that went to the Thunder,
Mm-hmm.
he shot 5 for 5 and 3 for 3 from 3.
In a real game?
Yep, in a real, and I think he had like, I don't remember, 13. No, that wouldn't make sense. That math wouldn't add up, I don't think. No, it would. I think he had 13 points and like 5 something. I don't know. I don't remember the exact stat line, but he was 100% from the floor.
Yeah,
I thought
sure.
that was pretty badass.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's all right.
And then your dude Kobe Brown, he played like a couple minutes, I think.
He played a little
And-
bit, not a whole lot.
Scored like 0 points or 1 point or
He
something
didn't
like
really
that.
do anything.
Yeah.
But it's really cool to see him in a jersey. And the other Mizzou guy, he made the Lakers roster.
Well, I figured he would.
Well, it's hard to do as a second round pick.
Well, yeah, well,
Especially on a team like that.
kind of, but I feel like nowadays second rounders actually last a lot more than they used
Yeah.
to because they have so many for one thing, they have so many like exhibition 10 and 2 ways and all that crap
Yeah.
now, so there's way more roster spots.
But he signed like a regular.
Yeah. Well, I figured he probably would
Yeah.
because they need
Actually, need a
they
shooter.
need shooters.
He's a shooter.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm not surprised that he actually made the roster because
And the Mizzou guy from like 4 years ago from Evansville, the Drew Smith kid, he signed an actual deal with the Heat. So he's not a 2-way anymore. I'm surprised he's still in the league. But he's fine, I guess. I don't know.
yeah.
But yeah, shout out Mizzou, man. Also, we're 7-1 in football. Just want to bring that up again.
Who'd y'all play last week?
South Carolina, dude, we dominated.
Oh, well, yeah.
It was horrible. It was like the most
I don't
boring
think-
game I've ever
I don't
watched.
think they're very good this year. I don't think, are they?
Their offense is good. against everybody but like we dominated their offense.
Yeah.
Like they couldn't block our guys. So I don't know. Their offense puts up points. They didn't score a touchdown on us, but who knows what'll happen.
Yeah.
Y'all got a big game this week.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, we're both in the same situation.
It'll be a good game. Interesting
hopefully,
game.
yeah. We'll see.
It'll probably be a blowout.
I hope it is.
Not in your favor.
I hope we blow them out.
Not in your favor. I hope you do, because that'd be, I don't know,
but
better for us.
Yeah. And, oh man, there was something else about that. I don't know. Screw it. I don't remember what it was. But the last thing is I got a new audiobook, and it's The Outsider by Stephen King.
Mm-hmm. I've read that.
That book is pretty good so far.
How far are you?
It's getting like to a weird spot.
There's lots of weird spots.
So yeah, I mean, yeah, like so I finally am to the point where I'm kind of getting the gist that there's like some sort of like thing basically.
Yeah.
So I'm basically at that point.
Okay, it's a very good book.
Yeah.
The show is good too on HBO.
Dude just died recently. Spoiler alert for everybody. Sorry, it's a little late for me to say that, but the one dude just died. That's not too much of a spoiler.
Yeah.
I'll leave it at that.
The kid stuff in that book is a lot.
You're talking about
kind of too much.
I don't know. There's only one so far that
I think it's only.
And I'm
I don't
assuming
remember.
there might be more because there's still a lot of this book.
The
left.
way that person gets murdered is pretty terrible.
Yeah, the first one is awful.
It was kind of hard to read. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
Well, I've been listening to it, so it's like I think a little bit easier to.
Yeah, dude, the show is fantastic.
I've seen it was an HBO thing.
It's very creepy.
It showed on the screen on the app or whatever that it was like now something. But I figured it was a movie, not a show. That seems wild to have.
It's like a mini series.
Oh, okay, yeah, that would make sense.
Like a one-time, one-off thing.
Yeah, I'll have to watch it then.
Yeah, it's pretty
after
good.
I finish it.
I think Jason Bateman's in it.
Is it over? I'm assuming.
Oh yeah, it's like a couple years ago.
Yeah. Cool. But yeah, that's pretty much it for my week. I don't think there was anything else. I had to take Liam to his dentist appointment, but that wasn't really anything crazy.
Good story.
Yeah. Other than that, that's about it, I think.
Yeah. That's good.
Yep. So we can go ahead and move on to the nerding.
Ooh, I'm gonna add something right now because I just remembered. Tonight, this Saturday, we're going to the Lose City soccer game. It's the playoffs.
Yes.
We won last week. We were the 5 seed, so we weren't expected to like host a playoff game. But the 1 seed got upset, and then we won. So now we get to host the game. So we're gonna go. I'm very hyped for it, but
nice.
Also kind of annoyed because it's supposed to be cold and rainy. So I don't know how much I really want to go.
Yeah.
Because I don't.
Is this the second one that you've went to?
Yeah.
So last time it was hot, you couldn't eat a hot dog.
It was so hot. It's cold and rainy.
This time it's gonna be cold and rainy.
But I'm eating a hot dog no matter what.
Get you a hot chocolate too, or something.
Dude, yeah, that sounds awesome.
Something warm you up, because it's probably gonna be pretty cold.
It's gonna be miserable.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, it'll be fun.
Do you have like rain like poncho?
We did before we moved.
Yeah.
I don't know if it made the trip.
You ought to get some.
Yeah.
That'd be the best thing to have.
We had some when we went to Disney. We got some from Disney World when we went like 18 years ago, but
maybe Clint knows where they are or something.
Yeah.
I'm taking that as a no. I was just trying to hope maybe.
Yeah, I doubt that we know where. Yeah.
But anyways, I would definitely.
They do help.
That'll be the thing. Because even if you wear a jacket, if it gets all wet and stuff, you're still gonna be freezing. So.
And I hate wearing wet jeans. I really hate wet jeans.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it'll be fun.
Yep. That'll be pretty cool.
Yeah. Playoff game. It should be neat.
That'll be pretty exciting.
But like, it's kind of a weird thing because we're not playing well, and the coach is kind of terrible. So we want to like, part of me wants to lose so we can get rid of the coach, get some new fresh energy in there. But, like, we're in the playoffs. The number 1 seed's gone. Like, anything can happen.
Yeah.
So, make a run while we can. I don't know. I hope we win.
Well, yeah, I would think so.
But I kind of wanted to lose the first
Especially if
game.
you're
I
gonna
don't know.
Yeah, but,
it's very
dude,
annoying.
you're going to be there. I wouldn't want them to lose.
No, I don't want to watch a loss. That sounds awful.
Yeah. Although, it might be a fun game, so
I hope
I don't know
so.
how much you actually like really like are invested in them as a sports team, but
I'm pretty invested.
okay. Well, then definitely you don't want to go and it
No,
be
I
a
don't want to
loss.
watch a
Then
loss.
you definitely don't want it to be a loss.
I was all for it, and then Mizzou started playing, and then they were good. So now I'm all like, I'm on the Mizzou train. So they kind of took over my
Oh, your fandom, your mind.
interest, yeah.
Gotcha.
But we're on a bye week this week, so it's really convenient to go.
Yeah,
this game.
that's perfect.
Yeah, so it worked out. Other than that, I finished the book 2 of the Silo series. Very
Nice.
crazy. It was fucking nuts. Oh my gosh. This series has me
Spinning.
yeah, it's wild. It's so good.
It
so
is
good.
very good. It is very good.
My buddy Jonathan's reading it. He's like in the beginning of book 2. He'll text me like snippets of it where he's at.
Yeah.
So I get to see his reaction. It's pretty fun.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
a really good series.
It's very good.
I'm excited to finish it, but also I'm kind of bummed because it's really good. And then the last nerding, Spider-Man 2 on the PS5 came out.
Is that the
last week.
Miles Morales?
It's
no, that was a different.
that was a different. This one's Peter Parker and Miles Morales together.
Gotcha.
So the first one was Spider-Man, second one was Miles. Now they're together, and it's cool as fuck because you can play as both of them.
Yeah.
And then you'll fight people together. It's neat.
Like do you jump back and forth?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like as you're fighting them
Nah,
together or
not
whatever?
that I've seen. I'm still really early.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
That would seem like it would be very complicated. So I
But
don't
dude,
know that
like
that would
you'll be doing something as Miles, and you can switch at any time to Peter, like instantly.
be. Yeah.
Like there's no waiting. It's nuts.
Yeah, that's the way. This is gonna sound really stupid,
Yep.
but that's the way. Have you ever played like any of those like Lego games?
Yes.
Okay, that's kind of how that is, where you can like switch back and forth between the characters.
Yes.
But
Sure.
the thing is, they're all together. So
Yeah,
it's
they're
not
all.
as.
And this one, like one's in Harlem and one's in like Queens, and it'll just be like instant. But anyway, it's dope. It's a lot of fun. I haven't had time to play
I feel like I know
it.
that mostly the Lego thing because my nephew plays the crap out of.
I can't play those.
Well, I don't even know if he actually plays them that much now, but he was playing it one day
Yeah.
when I was over there. He was like playing an Avengers one, and I saw him like switching back and forth.
The Harry Potter one's fun.
Yeah,
If you
I
like.
have played that one a little bit.
I played
but
some of it.
I
I
haven't
haven't
played
never
very much
finished
of
it.
it.
Yeah, that's
That
all
it
I
for
got.
you?
Yep.
My nerding is, well, first of all, UK had their first like exhibition game last night, and they won pretty big. So we'll see. They only were up by like 1 at halftime, but then they ended up winning by like almost 30. So
Yeah.
it might have even been 30, but still. So I think there was some like a little bit of like first game nerves or something,
Sure.
maybe. 'Cause
Yeah.
some of the freshmen and stuff didn't play very good, so hopefully that's the case. But my big nerding is because the NBA's back and Wemby's actually been playing in real games. That dude
He's a
is
baller.
crazy good.
It's ridiculous.
He might if he literally just like becomes what he like even what he is right now and just stays that for like a long time and doesn't get injured and all that stuff. He might be my favorite player.
It's crazy what he can do, man.
It's insane.
He's so big.
That play where he was at the 3-point line and he like threw the ball to the corner, cut, and like jumped from like the first block past the free throw line, and they ooped him and he dunked it. That was wild.
It's crazy.
Just wild.
He's a freak.
He is. He is like crazy good.
And he can shoot. He can dribble. Like he can do everything.
He's like doing step backs and like he nutmegged that one dude.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Like just wild.
He's a baller.
For somebody to be 7'2" and just doing that is insane.
He's a phenom.
He is very slender, so that part's kind of scary.
Yeah.
And he's like tall too, you know what I'm saying? Like to be that slender and tall. But I mean, Kevin Durant's pretty tall and he's pretty slender, so maybe
sure.
which Kevin Durant hasn't had the most clean career as far as injuries go, but he still hasn't lost it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So hopefully, and he went to the Spurs too. That kind of
Which is like the best place for him to go.
Yeah,
Couldn't have worked out better for him.
yeah. They'll definitely make sure they keep him as healthy as possible. Anyways,
He'll get some rest time.
Yeah,
because they
plenty
all
of
do.
that. Well, they can't do it as much now.
They can hide it though.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what Devin Booker did this past game.
Yeah, we'll see. But that's pretty much it for my nerding. I don't really have much.
I had triple the nerding you did.
You did? No, you didn't.
Uh-huh.
I had 2 and you had 3. How's that triple?
How'd you have 2?
I said the UK basketball thing and then Wemby.
You said UK and I wasn't listening. I tuned out. So I don't care about this. I'm done.
Here, I'll add it to the note so that you know it happened.
You can go ahead and delete it.
Anyways, so we'll go ahead and move on to news. We actually have a few, but sorry to everybody that doesn't like sports talk.
All sports related.
They're all sports related.
Shocker to no one.
And if you realize the time of year it is, you'll know that probably that will be the only news me and Nate hear about.
Yep.
There might occasionally be other stuff, but
in the summertime you might hear real news.
Yeah. Summertime is going to be the time when you're actually going to hear
fall
stuff.
and winter, you're out of luck.
Pretty much. So, Indiana, first story. This will be a good one for our listeners. But IU has a freshman that originally committed to Duke. His name is Mackenzie Mangabo. I don't know how to say Mimbako. I don't know how to say his last name.
Keep trying, though.
Yeah.
Try again.
We'll just keep butchering it
Sound
until
it out.
we get it close. Imjabako. I don't know.
I'm not trying.
He was originally committed to Duke, and then I'm not really sure what happened there, but he ended up committing to Indiana, like decommitting from Duke and committing to Indiana. And so he's there now, obviously. But the other day, he got arrested at a Taco Bell.
Ding dong.
For trespassing and like basically refusing to leave the Taco Bell.
He was hungry. It was fourth meal time.
But that's just mind blowing to me. Like, just poor decision.
You know, he's a kid.
For him to be a 5-star, like,
Yeah.
Basketball player. Yes, he's a kid, but like,
He's probably used to getting catered to. He's not used to hearing no.
I get that, but like, I don't know. Because I'm pretty sure from what I read, like, it made it sound like when the cops were there, he was even kind of like, like doing his thing. And I'm like, bro, like,
be smarter than that.
Yeah, just be smarter than that. When they get to college, they go through all kinds of like classes and trainings on all that kind of stuff.
Sure.
Like how to avoid all that stuff. And it's just like, just be slightly, like, think things through slightly more, please. It's just wild to me. But it's kind of funny, too, because
it's pretty fun. It's a Taco Bell.
It's Indiana, too. We have to deal with all the people around us being IU fans.
Yeah, I hate IU.
Yeah.
I don't hate them. I just don't care about them.
Well, I don't really care one way or the other. The only thing I hate about IU is that they, like, glorify the Bobby Knight era, which was the time that they were good, but that dude is a psycho.
He's crazy. I don't like him.
And has been really shitty towards that university since he left. So like,
it's wild.
It's wild that it's basically almost like they're all Bobby Knight fans instead of Indiana fans. You know what I mean? So
they haven't been good. So
it's true. It's very true.
Shots fired.
Very true.
They're not Purdue. They're IU.
Oh my! That's a real shots fired right there. Oh man.
Got him.
Shit. But that's pretty much it for that story. I just thought it was funny also because he got arrested.
Yeah.
He got arrested at a Taco Bell.
It's embarrassing.
It's
embarrassing.
Pretty embarrassing place to get arrested at. The second news topic. What do you think about this whole Michigan sign stealing saga?
I think
for football,
they're dumb for getting caught.
Yeah,
I'm sure everyone does it.
Yeah,
they're stupid for getting caught and how it's wild to me. I don't read a whole lot into it. I haven't paid that much attention to it.
I don't get it. So I get that so here's the thing. I guess apparently the stealing the signs isn't the part that's against the rules. It's the sending staffers to other games is against the rules because apparently you're not allowed to pay for, I guess it's something to do with like cost cutting reasons. There's a rule in place so that like you don't do that.
Yeah.
But these universities can afford to send a freaking staffer to another game. Like, why is that even a rule? And then I don't get why people act like it's cheating. Like, do better at disguising your signs.
That's kind of how I feel.
Like, if you're so bad, like, if your signs are so obvious that, like, the dude on the side videoing can figure it out, like, sorry, but that's on you. Like,
and you probably shouldn't use the same signs for every
single game. Yeah.
Did you see that TCU last year? Like, they found out. They knew they were stealing signs, so they kind of switched it up on them.
Yeah, so that's exactly what you should do. So, like, so yeah.
It's so dumb to me.
I think it's stupid rule.
I don't like Michigan, so it's funny to me that they're getting in trouble for it.
It is funny, but, like, I still think it's dumb, like a dumb rule. And, like, they deserve to get in trouble because it is a rule and they broke it. Like, that's, you know.
Nothing will happen to them.
But the rule, I feel like, should change.
They'll get a slap on the wrist because they're a big power school.
It's kind of like what Nick Saban said, like, the Power 5 schools versus the Group 5, like the Power 5 schools can afford, like, all that stuff.
Yeah.
So, like, why are they making it like I don't know. I just don't know why they have, like, they should have a little bit different stuff. Also, why are they using signs? Why don't they have, like, the mics in their helmets like the NFL does?
I don't know.
You know what I mean? Like, why isn't that a thing?
Well, all schools probably can't afford it. All schools probably can't afford it.
That's probably the problem. But why? I don't get why that should matter either. Like,
that's not fair. You got to have an equal playing field.
Yeah, fair, whatever. It's not fair. Why? I mean, why is it not
then
fair?
Then you might as well just have the Power 5 schools do their own thing and have the other schools do their own thing.
Exactly.
No, because that's not fun.
What does it matter? They don't even hardly, like, them playing against each other is not even really relevant. It's not really.
Okay.
There's sometimes when it's not going to make that big of a difference of having a freaking mic in your
You just want to dismantle the structure as we know it?
No, I just think it's stupid. Also, if you can't afford it, you can't afford it. Like, sorry. That's just the way the world works.
That's not how it should work.
That's the way the world works, bro.
Okay. That's okay.
Like,
that's
people
dumb.
have advantages. No. I mean, that's just the way life is. Like, you just got to figure out and work around it. And you're telling me that those schools can't afford it? Bull. They can afford it. The amount of money that those, like, schools bring in for going to, like, the games for, you know what I'm saying? Like, when they play Power 5 schools, the amount of money they get paid for those games.
Yeah, they got to use that for other things.
Well, guess what? The football team's the one that brought that in, so buy some fucking mics.
It's shared between the whole sports department or the athletic department.
I get that, but still, I'm saying, like, I think you can afford to put a freaking mic. It's a mic. It can't be that expensive.
Okay.
It's one freaking helmet. Like, I don't think it's insane to think that you can afford one freaking helmet to have something in it.
Okay.
It's just
not how it works.
It's stupid, though. It's stupid that it's not.
Call plays, have a runner. Like, I don't know, do anything.
It's stupid that it's not, is my point. Like, they should just... Yes, it's not how it works, but...
You should write a letter.
Dumb that they
call your congressman. I don't know.
Whatever. And then the last thing is, this is only a news...
This is the worst news topic of all time.
Slightest news. It's not... I'm
going to
spend like 2 seconds on it. But Will Levis is going to start this weekend, which is awesome and kind of cool that he's getting his, like, shot or whatever. But the Titans suck.
Yep.
And their offensive line is basically just like a giant hole.
Yep.
Everywhere. So it's kind of scary too. Like, he's going to get his shot, but it's the worst. Failure. It's the worst shot ever. So
he has the Drew Lock curse.
But if he, like, goes out there and, like, plays really well or something behind that, then maybe that's
I'm going to go on a limb and say it's not going to happen.
It's not going to work out very good.
It's not going to be good for him.
Yeah, that team's just not.
That weirdo mayonnaise loving.
That team's no matter if he's good or bad, that team is not set up for you to be successful.
They're playing a bad team, which is the only good thing he's got going for him.
Yeah. Yeah. I did see that and thought, like, at least, like,
that's like the worst.
Falcons, right?
Yeah. It's the worst quarterback matchup of all time. Because Desmond Ritter's ass. He sucks.
How do you know if it's the worst quarterback matchup?
Because they're both fucking terrible.
How do you know? He hasn't even played yet.
I watched Levis play in college.
Yeah, and he was freaking good that first year. The
Not
last
his
year,
last
he was
year.
fucking hurt, bro.
He was still
The
bad.
whole year. And
Still
that
bad.
offensive line was trash, which,
Still are trash.
guess what?
Man, they got worse.
Guess what? He went to another team that has a trash offensive
He should
line.
have stayed at Penn State.
No. What was he going to do at Penn State?
Not die.
Whatever. Anyways, so that's pretty much it for our news. We'll go ahead and move on to our top 5. Our top 5 is movie soundtracks this week, and this was a suggestion from my sister Rachel.
Shout out Rachel.
And I even put in a one that she mentioned because I listened to it and was like, damn, this is actually really fire. She's
fire.
right. So we'll go ahead and let you start because I think I might have started last week.
I don't even remember.
I feel like I did, so I'll let you go ahead and do your honorable mentions.
All right. Number 1 is from the best movie of all time, La La Land.
Yeah.
There's some good jazz tracks, some good piano pieces that I really like.
Yeah.
Singing's just okay,
I can get that.
but it's chill. I like it. Second one's the Bodyguard soundtrack.
The Bodyguard.
It's a movie I've never even watched, but I love the soundtrack.
But you love the soundtrack?
It's a Whitney Houston movie. Whitney Houston and I think Kevin Costner, but I'm not 100% on that. But anyway, it's got the I Will Always Love You song. That's from that album, I believe.
Gotcha.
But the soundtrack's fire. Whitney Houston's great. So
Well, I'm assuming she probably did a lot of the music for the movie if she was in it, you know?
Oh, and Purple Rain. It was on my list for a long time, and then I kicked it off, and then I forgot to put it back on the mentions.
Gotcha.
So I'll add that now. But that's
yeah.
a great Prince album. Purple Rain is like my favorite song of all time. Fun fact.
Really?
Yep, that's my jam. And then the last soundtrack is Garden State.
I don't think I've
It's
never seen, to go back, I've never seen Purple Rain.
I've never watched it either.
And
to be
then,
honest.
oh, okay.
The soundtrack's fire though. I have it on vinyl.
Yeah. But what's Garden
Garden
State?
State's it's a Zach Braff movie. His first movie he directed. Him and Natalie Portman. It's a fine movie. It's nothing
Yeah, I don't know.
crazy.
I don't know if I know that one either.
The soundtrack is. Did you ever watch Scrubs?
yeah.
So you know how they use music really well.
Yeah.
Garden State is that.
Gotcha.
They pick these really like indie songs that fit everything perfect.
Yeah.
And the soundtrack by itself, if you listen like not watching the movie, it's fire.
Nice.
So those are mine.
Nice. So my honorable mentions are The Lion King.
Yeah, that was on mine, but I just didn't feel like typing it.
Yeah. So, I mean, we all know.
I Just Can't Wait to Be King. A jam. It's a bop.
Yep. I mean, there's a lot of good
There's
songs.
so many good ones.
And then my next one is Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?
Yep, that's fire.
Yep.
That's pretty good.
Man of Constant Sorrow, you know.
Sure.
And then I have 8 Mile.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just obvious.
That's pretty, yeah.
I mean, Lose Yourself is pretty iconic. Just in music in general.
Yeah.
So. And then the last one on my honorable mentions is Pitch Perfect.
Sure. I'll let you have it.
It's just...
It's fine.
It's just... I love those movies. They're so
I
good.
do too. I do too.
They're so good.
They're so stupid, but
They are
good.
so stupid, but they're so good.
Yeah.
And then my number 5...
And my number
and
5.
Nate's number 5 is Encanto.
I love it. So good.
But the one thing we're not going to do is talk about Bruno.
No.
How lame are we for doing that just now?
That was unplanned. I just want to point that out. We did not talk about that.
Oh.
Yeah, that's great. The Luisa song is my favorite.
That
Pressure.
First of all, let's be honest. Disney crushes
yeah.
music for like songs for their movies, like
Yep.
like the musical,
Yep.
like all the new ones especially are like killer.
Yeah. This is my favorite by far though.
Yeah,
For
yeah.
Disney. It's so good. Also, Our Last Night, that band that we like, they do a cover of Under Pressure.
Cool. I might have to look.
It's
that up.
very good.
I'm gonna have to look.
It's
it up.
super good.
Yep,
You'll
definitely
like
gonna
it.
have to look it up. So, go ahead and go to you for your number 4, I guess, and then back to me for 4 and 3, I guess, because Encanto kind of made it.
Oh
Weird.
yeah, it kind of made it weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. My number 4, it's Perks of Being a Wallflower.
I need to watch this movie
Yeah, I have it
because
somewhere.
you really like it, right?
I love this movie.
Yeah, so
I love the book and the movie, but
yeah, I need to watch it.
so the book, it mentions songs throughout the book.
Yeah.
And the movie kind of pretty much follows that. There's a couple of exceptions, but yeah, I mean it's great. There's a scene where they're going through a tunnel, and they play this like the most perfect song to like encapsulate the moment.
Yeah.
I love it. There's a playlist on Spotify that I listen to on occasion. It's just the soundtrack. It captures the vibes really, really well. And there's a song, and now I can't remember what it's called because I'm tired. It's a song by the Smiths that gets mentioned in the book, and they play it in the movie soundtrack. Sleep. I think it's Sleep by the Smiths. Anyway, it's a vibe, man.
Yeah.
Super chill.
Cool.
But yeah, it's good.
I'm gonna throw another honorable mention in there because I just now thought of it. But Suicide Squad, the one with the movie's not good.
Trash.
The movie's not good, but the one that's got Jared Leto as the Joker, that one.
Yeah.
The original one, because didn't they come out with another one that was called the exact same thing?
Don't ask me.
I don't know. Anyways, the soundtrack I feel like for that movie is really good. The movie's trash, but
I'm glad I had one thing that was good.
But the soundtrack I feel like I remember being really, really freaking good.
Yeah, good for it.
But it's also it had a bunch of songs like that were like by I don't know. I think the vibe of that movie fits well for like modern like rap and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So that's probably why I think it's so good. So back to my actual list. My number 4,
garbage.
I have Twilight, the original Twilight movie. That soundtrack is freaking good, bro.
I love that you love Twilight.
Bro, the soundtrack is good. This is not even about Twilight. Listen to that soundtrack. It's freaking good. I don't know how I ended up with it, but there was a burnt Twilight soundtrack CD. I somehow ended up
That
with
is so gross to me.
Soundtrack of
Gross.
or a burnt copy of the soundtrack for Twilight. And I don't know how I got it. I don't know that it was even mine originally. I think it might have been like one of my siblings or my mom's or something. I don't know how I ended up with it, but I used to jam out to that thing. That's got so many good songs on it. You seriously listen to the soundtrack. You can bash on the movie. I don't even care, or the books or whatever. But the actual soundtrack is good. And I feel like it is your type of music.
Mm-hmm.
I'm being dead serious. The soundtrack has nothing to do with the freaking movie.
Yeah,
just listening to the sound. Just listen to the soundtrack.
I will look at it.
I'm telling you.
I'll check it out,
Just
man.
trust me.
I'll watch the movie and check it out.
All right, and then my number 3 is A Star Is Born,
which is on my list as well.
Yeah, it is, I mean it's good.
I love that soundtrack.
Yeah,
there's so many
good.
bops on it, dude.
And I could he's actually
he's very good.
Very good singer.
He's very good.
I mean, you can tell that he isn't professional level good, but
he's got that gravelly
he's actually
voice.
Got a pretty good voice.
It's pretty good. Yeah. And then of course it's Gaga singing. She crushes everything she does, dude. I love that soundtrack so much.
Yeah, it's so good. I mean, I don't know about the original soundtrack.
Yeah, I never watched that movie.
So this is the new one for everybody. Yeah. I've never seen that movie or heard that soundtrack. So
yeah, I haven't either.
So I don't know about that part.
The pop hits are good. The the rockier vibes are really good.
Yeah,
it's just it's great.
Yep, very good.
Good choice.
That's a very good movie. Even
it's pretty good. Yeah.
But your number 3.
My number 3 is another top 5 movie, Interstellar.
I cannot even think of what even played.
Dude, it's all instrumental. It's not
Gotcha.
Yeah. But the way it's super piano heavy and organ heavy, which is I don't even like organ music.
Yeah.
But the way they use it, it makes it really eerie. I've been listening to it while I read at work. I'll have it on my headphones.
Yeah, that's actually
because people are really loud, and
you can
tune them out
so you can actually focus on what you're reading.
But because the book is wild, and I'm reading this really or listening to this really eerie
yeah,
it's it sets the vibe really good. But yeah, and then there's a song it's all over TikTok from that soundtrack. I'll have to show it to you later. I was gonna try to sing it, but it's literally just piano, so I'm not doing that.
You don't want to just go.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing that. But anyway, it's great. I love it.
Oh man.
And then my number 2.
Yes.
My number 2 is from the movie Friday Night Lights.
Nice. I've seen this movie. I think I've seen this movie.
Yeah.
I cannot.
One, it's a great film.
Yeah.
If you're a football guy.
I can't think of.
It's the band Explosions in the Sky does a soundtrack. It's all guitar. There's no words really.
Gotcha.
It's just guitar. But every time I hear this stupid soundtrack, I get like nostalgia hit, like so hard.
Yeah, that might play a big part in your.
It's a vibe, man, and it captures it. Like every time I hear it, I just takes me right back to football, and I love it.
Yeah, I could see that.
It's one when I'm feeling like kind of sad, I'll put it on, and it makes me feel sadder. If it makes me feel better, I don't know.
Makes you feel sadder in a better way.
Yeah, sure.
Gotcha.
But it's great. Yeah, I love it.
Nice.
Yep.
So my number 2 and my number 1 movie wise soundtrack, my number 1 is because that the actual songs for my number 2 are probably like better.
Yeah.
If you're just like wanting to listen to the soundtrack. So my number 2 is Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Yep, it's fire.
So this is the one my sister mentioned. She was like, if it doesn't make your list, then you're just doing it wrong.
Yeah.
She was like, because I guess they listen to it because of my nephew liking Spider-Man. So I'm just assuming he probably jams out to it in their car because it's from that movie.
Yeah.
But
it's great.
It is so good, bro. Yep. So many good songs. And like it fits that movie so well too.
It really does.
Really like awesome about it too. It's got that oh shoot, what is his name? What is that dude? Post Malone.
Oh
that
yeah,
song.
Yeah, it does. Whatever that one is.
Sunflowers.
I don't know, man.
Anyways,
I know what you're talking about, but I don't know what's.
But it's got like a bunch of good songs on it. And then my number 1 is The Greatest Showman.
Yes, I would agree to that. If you would have asked me like 3 years ago, it would have been like number 1 probably.
Yeah.
I got real burnt out on it.
Dude, I will watch that like all the time. That's a good movie, but that soundtrack, like the songs and stuff in it are pretty freaking awesome.
One with
another Hugh Jackman, like an impressive singer for somebody that doesn't do that for a living, you know what I mean?
He could though. He could be on Broadway.
Yeah, he legit. I think he kind of.
Yeah.
Is he in a band or?
I don't know. Probably. He can do it all.
There's a bunch of like situations like that. Did you know oh shoot. Dude.
You and names.
Your guy.
I have a lot of those.
You're freaking Noah. Noah from The Notebook.
Ryan Gosling?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's in a band.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
He's musically inclined.
I'm just like, I don't know.
Yeah. But Hugh Jackman, he was in Les Mis.
I've never seen it.
Ugh.
I
love that. Would have been number 1, but it's a musical, so I didn't include it.
Well, so is The Greatest Showman.
It's not was it a musical though?
I mean, pretty much.
Well, not, but like Les Mis is an actual like, musical, and then they made it into a movie. Yeah, gotcha. It's on Broadway, and then they put it in a movie.
Oh, I get what you're saying. You're saying it's like
its own property as a musical.
Yeah,
and then they made it into a film.
A film that's a musical.
The Greatest Showman is just a film.
Yeah,
but it might be. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, Hugh Jackman's great. That song with Hugh Jackman and Zac Efron in the bar.
Yes,
that's my jam.
I
love that song. It's so good.
So good.
So good.
So we'll go to your number 1.
My number 1, Stars Born. We've already talked about it.
Already talked about.
It's fire.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with that.
Nope. Gaga and Bradley Cooper, man.
Yeah. And like you said, his voice is like so like
gravelly,
and it fits that movie so well.
It does fit
because like his whole character is like this drunk, like almost washed up, like artist, rock star. And, like, that gravelly voice seems like somebody that's been through some pain and, like...
He went through some pain, man.
So, yeah. Totally badass.
Yep.
We crushed that time this week. We went through that so quick.
Yeah, we had more.
But I think it's more because we just didn't have that much to talk about, like as far
Yeah.
as like actual.
It's kind of, what else can you say, really?
Yeah, I mean it is what it is. Just listen to them. They're
Yeah,
freaking good.
Yeah.
So we'll go ahead and move on to the comments. So we actually had 2 comments this week. So my sister Olivia said, I don't really watch Friends, but from what I've seen, Monica is one of my favorites, and I would have to say Phoebe is my least favorite. Ross probably second to last.
Olivia is wild.
Monica being a favorite.
And Phoebe being the worst.
It fits my sister.
Is she
saying
a Monica?
that Monica is her favorite and Phoebe is her least favorite.
Phoebe's the best, man.
I'm not that big of a Phoebe fan.
That's the only one I really like.
I'm not that big of a Phoebe fan.
I
I mean,
hate
she's fine. Like literally, even Monica is fine. I'm just saying she's not that great. And then my sister-in-law Haley said Ross is the most annoying, my least favorite by far. I keep having to skip parts of y'all because I just now got to the last season of the Game of Thrones. I will be ready to discuss soon.
So sorry about that.
Yeah. So we didn't discuss it this week.
No,
so congratulations.
No
You
skipping
get
for
to
you.
actually listen to a whole episode.
And I put in the timestamp that one episode.
Yeah.
I was very thoughtful that one time.
Yeah.
The second time, not so much, but
And then hurry up and finish.
yeah,
And hurry up and be disappointed.
you can be on our episode of the Game of Thrones talk.
Yeah.
You can be a guest.
Whenever I was thinking about this the other day, and I'll float this while we're actually on the episode, but when House of the Dragon comes back, we need to do like
Recap?
either a separate episode that's just like a recap episode,
Yeah.
or include it in like a segment on the episode.
We can make it its own.
But I
Separate
feel like it almost needs to be like a separate thing because like if people aren't watching it, like
I'm not gonna care.
they're not gonna care.
Yeah,
So
I'm here for that.
So, anyways, so that's what I was thinking. And then finally, the poll results. Just an FYI, if you look at the actual poll, this is not what it's going to say. But Jenna doesn't have Spotify, so she told me to
Add it in.
add it in. So, because I told her that the vote was going the wrong direction, and she's
The
like,
right
"What?"
direction, the correct direction.
Just wild to me.
The numbers don't lie, bro.
Wild to me.
Numbers
So
don't lie.
Monica got 3 votes as the worst character, and Ross got 4 votes as
That's
the
right.
worst character.
Because he's the worst.
But
Terrible.
it's just wrong. It's just wrong, man.
The people are always right.
I feel like I'm not saying that everybody that voted is not like. I just feel like there's some people that voted that like they are a casual fan of Friends.
And they still have an opinion.
When you're in deep, bro, Ross is not the worst. I am standing by that. That is Ross is
if
not
you
the
want to
worst.
be incorrect,
Ross,
go for it.
Ross
bro.
is the worst for like, I feel like an outsider's perspective. Like people would think Ross is the worst, but if you actually watch the whole thing, Ross is not the worst.
In your opinion, sure.
Yeah, in
In the wrong opinion,
in the
absolutely.
opinion of people that are correct, it is.
That you literally lost the poll, but go off.
Yeah,
Keep
I
going.
am gonna go off because I'm actually a Friends fan, and so is my wife. And
Yeah,
both of
you
us
like
think
bad
it's
TV.
insane.
I get it, man.
Both of us.
You like
think
bad
it's
TV
insane.
and you have wrong opinions. That's great. I
No,
love that
bro.
for you. Love that journey for you.
I can't. It's just shocking that Ross got. I'm shook that Ross.
I
actually
am not surprised.
even
and
got
I'm-
that many votes. I'm like, first of all, this actually popped off more than like our recent polls
Yeah.
have, and so. And by popped off, it was
was
only
literally
7
7
votes. But
But normally we have
still,
like
normally
2,
it's
so-
like 1 or 2. This one actually got some.
I don't even think I voted in it.
Still, I'm like, Ross, man, he's not that bad.
He's trash.
Just people are just wrong.
You're
But
wrong.
It's whatever. But anyways, that's pretty much it, guys.
Yeah,
I don't think we got really much else to say. So we appreciate everybody listening and continue sharing. I don't know if I said this the last time, but I was reading an article about like ways to expand your podcast, and that
Yeah.
was one of the big things. So have your listeners share. So guys, help us out. Share,
Leave a review.
leave a review.
Comment, whatever.
Yeah, everything. All that stuff. All the commenting and liking and giving 5 stars or whatever, all that stuff helps like it to pop up in other people's that are just
and go like our
random.
stupid TikTok.
Yeah, and like our TikToks and just word of mouth.
Yeah.
Word of mouth, spread the word. If you like the podcast, enjoy it. So
use your mouths.
Yep.
Spread the word.
Okay, on that note, we're gonna get out of here. So thanks everybody for listening. This has been another week.
Bye.
Bye.